Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want.
I am working on my fourth item on my to-do list to get this project query ready. It is kind of streamlining and hopefully making even more exciting a fantasy-esque fair in the book, where I kind of use it to unpack some of my paranormal lore. And I think I'm going, I don't know, have any of y'all seen it? It was an old show called Grimm, where the main character was like a police detective and he could see the creatures, and so he was like, he would get involved in all of the crimes done by these creatures that no one else could see were creatures. Anyway, there's like, Andrew was telling me that there's an episode about a magical fair where there's vampires in it, and I only vaguely remember this episode, but I think I'm going to use it as like a reference model for what I'm trying to go for here, because I think there might be some fun comparisons. At the very least, I might look up images of it just to see if it will spark something for my imagination, because the goal in this current rewrite is to make everything kind of sparkle a little more and to help the lore come out in a not so info dumpy way. It's one of my favorite things that I have included in the book, so I want to make sure that I'm doing it justice. This is a weird angle. You are sitting on like a vanity chair, which is it's just a weird height. And I cannot be bothered to fix it because I am in the middle of a crisis. So throughout the week, it's Friday, throughout the week I have been working on essentially the string of details and clues for the murder in this book. And the things I have changed thus far, I'm very happy with, and I think that they bring another element to the book and the quality is better. However, this whole day I have been working on the same scene, just like, it's like I'll look at the computer and write like a sentence, and then I just like sit there and think. And I think it is because it's a complete and total plot hole that I'm creating. Essentially, all of the domino effects of what I've been doing that I like so far have culminated into a huge plot hole. And I've just kind of discovered that. So, do I hate my book? Did I break my book? All questions swirling through my mind right now. I know I can figure it out. I know I can. It's just like one tiny detail in the grand scheme of things. And I don't know what the answer is right now. And it might take me like a couple of showers of just sitting there and thinking. I don't know if y'all do this, but that is like my #1 tip for unlocking my creativity, is just take a shower. So I don't know I don't know how many showers it's going to take me to get this one figured out, because it seems pretty big and substantial right now. It seems kind of unsolvable, but nothing is ever truly unsolvable. So I'm going to be taking the rest of my time today to try and get this figured out. So wish me luck, because I definitely need it. It's not great. It's not great. So it is Monday, September 5th. I'm trying to remember where I left off. Oh yeah. I left off in a panic spiral over the humongous plot hole in this book. And that was an overreaction. It didn't feel like it at the time, but I did get through it. I'm actually very happy with where I landed with it. You know, sometimes when I get into these plot hole type situations, the best thing to do is to pretend like I'm writing flash fiction and like pretend that the plot hole diameters are my diameters and I have 5 minutes and I need to just fix it and roll with it and do the thing. And that is what I did. And it worked out great. I thought of something on the spot, and usually I treat those things as like placeholders, so that it's like if it's too cheesy or I just don't like it, I can change it later, which obviously everything is a placeholder in a draft, so I can change it. So I'm very happy with where it turned out. I'm happy with like there's no plot hole now, and the story still feels very logical, and that was my biggest concern, was that the domino effect would kind of take out something that made sense and turn it into something that didn't make sense. But I figured it out in a way that feels right for the story and is still logical, so 100% I'm happy with it. And I guess sometimes that little flash fiction tip works. So it's about 7:40 and I want to do maybe at least an hour of writing. I feel very cozy today. Today has been such a good day. It's actually been very rainy here, but we are in the process of building a house, and today was our final design meeting. So we have made all of the creative decisions that we need to make for this house. So next is just like paperwork, and then they'll start digging. So that usually takes about 3 months for them to start digging, and then from there it could be 4 to 6 months. So we're looking at like a minimum of 7 months, and it just feels so good to be able to have a date in mind for a finish line. Obviously it's like 7 to 9 plus months, which we're okay with and aware of, but it's just so relieved and excited that it feels like it's finally happening, and we're very happy with the decisions that we made. And like the layout is going to be so nice for our family, so I'm very excited for that. I'm going to have a little office, and I'll be able to take y'all around to more than just a basement, and it just feels good. It feels like a little win today. So I'm riding that high, and I feel cozy and ready to write and just kind of piddle around in this document a little more today and just try to make some more progress. And then my plan after this is to cozy up in bed and watch some of the TV show Merlin. I've already watched it through once, and so this is a rewatch, and so it feels just kind of relaxing and like it fits the mood. If you haven't seen it, it's a little kitschy, but if you are into like Arthurian legends, then it'll be right up your alley. It's very nerdy, but I still like it, and I want to rewatch it again just for like the nostalgia vibes that all Arthurian tales kind of give me from childhood. So that's what I'm going to be doing a little later. I probably won't check in again tonight. So good night and sweet dreams.
Creep.
It is September 7th and I think I'm going to go ahead and close the vlog out here because I realized this past week and a half to 2 weeks I have essentially been creating plot holes, spiraling, and then fixing plot holes, and the next sort of round of editing is really going to be a whole nother pass through the entirety of the manuscript. Something I kind of realized about this process for myself these past 2 weeks is that when I come to a plot hole or something I'm not happy with, I can kind of go two ways with it. Instead of full-on spiraling about the issue, it is better for me to take a step back and either take a shower and mull things over, or go ahead and pretend that it is a flash fiction challenge and that it is a problem that needs to be solved right now, and to not necessarily care about the quality of the answer that I have for the solved problem. Oftentimes it helps me move along in the document and then later unlock something of higher quality or kind of trigger something in my mind where I can make that element that I have chosen quickly much stronger. So I guess if you find yourself in a plot hole crossroads, maybe think of doing one of those two things and see if it unlocks something for you, because I've definitely noticed that as a pattern in my own process this week. If you liked the contents of this video, go ahead and consider giving it a like or even subscribing. I make writing related material every Friday and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!